Hey, welcome back to my channel. It's Eccentric RockStar'Seed, and I have more messages for you. Keep in mind, these are gems. I like to call them diamonds, gems, advice, what have you. Take it as it resonates. If it doesn't, it's for someone else. Okay? So, Mr. and Mrs. Third Eye Chakra. Oh, that's a good title. You are being, I'm being led to tell you, congratulations. You know, you are on your higher purpose. You are on the path to fulfilling what you're here to do. You know, you have recently unraveled a lot of insight, a much deeper insight, a more in-depth way as to, reasons for why you're put here. You'll realize that the obstacles that you faced were given to you for a reason and for big reasons. And they've provided you, with strength to show up as your highest self. So your self-esteem is like on savage mode right now. It's uncalled for. It's unheard of. People are offended. People are in love all at the same breath. They just don't know what to do. Like they're in awe. They're enamored by you because they cannot. They can't articulate in words in the English thesaurus dictionary. Look at these colors. Like your vibrance. It's just unreal. It's unmatched. So I was told to tell you that you are already doing it. Stop overthinking it. This is about you facing your true north. Don't ask so many questions. You're on the right track. Chill out. You are facing the right way. Stop overthinking. You are a lot closer than you think. You are exactly where you need to be. So stop rushing. Now it's not the time to be impatient. Now it's the time to walk steady. Like you gotta get that cool stroll, like that Billy D vibe. Like you gotta get that swag, that charisma. It's time to just be in that energy now, moving forward. No rush. Everything that you're building is being built. Okay, this is your clarifier. This is your clarifier for that. Okay. You have come a long way, so I can understand why you feel like that. Your foundations are steady, slow and steady. How they say, slow and steady wins the race. All you have to do at this point is to trust and keep charismatic moving forward. I like that. Keep charismatic moving forward. And if there's some of you who might think that you should be moving a lot faster, once that idea pops into your mind, that's your ego. Just check it at the door. They're trying to compare you to somebody else. We're not talking to your ego right now. This is not your ego's place. Comparison is not your friend. You watering your own garden. You're in your own lane. You at your own velocity. And then you're being counseled by your ancestors, and they are like enamored by you right now. Okay? They are bewildered. They are ecstatic about you right now. You and all those that come before you, generations upon generations. Look at that. From all different sources. Okay? That's fast too. They can't help. They can't help but to just, they cry out of joy. Oh, out of peace and joy. Okay? Look, that's you. Man or woman, that's you. I hear the graduation music. Dun, 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 dun. You done survived a lot. You have. You survived a lot. You let nobody play you out no more. You know why? Because now that you got that PhD, you've been working real hard for a long time. That master's or PhD, I feel like it's a PhD. No, nothing under a master's. And there's nothing against anybody who does have a bachelor's or anything like that, but we're not in bachelorette energy anymore. Now, what we're doing is, that we are honoring our ancestors. We honoring the Most High first, and then our ancestors, because they are the council of light. They're a team of benevolent beings. They're here to assist you, raising your consciousness to the world. Now I hear Most Def. Umi says, shine your light on the world. Shine your light for the world to see. Listen to that song. It's real jazzy. It's like it draws you in. But they are here to help you to achieve a mission, your soul mission, and they're guiding you. They're not here to leave you alone. You are divinely protected. They help with all kinds of requests too. There's nothing no, this is God now I'm talking about. He leave no stone unturned. It's nothing too big or too small. You got to go to the Most High first, and He sends down resources through your ancestors or as your ancestors, and so forth. And think of them as like your personal team, like your PR team, but from the spiritual realm. Okay, and they are ascended masters. They are a concoction of things. Angels, you have angels there, light beings. They're guides. They're devoted to rising of the earth. All of humanity. They were all humanitarians. You're a light worker, so for them, it's nothing for them that you receive, a personal mission like this. It's in your bloodline. It's in your ancestry. I'm talking to a lot of people in the Indian culture, a lot of different tribes, Cherokees, everything. Talking to people in the Asian culture as well, amongst other people. I'm talking to people in the Latin culture, from Europe. Europe is a continent that's full of spirituality as well. Mhm. Look at you, all grown up. I'm so proud of you. So I got this vision, as you're birthing new creations. Your whole ancestral patterns are completely different than where you once was, and the congratulations was in order. It was warranted because you broke a lot of generational curses. So there's two businesses. There's two doctors too. There's Dr. Khadijah and there's Dr. Eccentric. Okay, Dr. Eccentric is with the Saraswati Holistic School of Health and Wellness, and then you have Dr. Khadijah, who has a retreat and a wellness center that fixates on healing emotional trauma, mental trauma, spiritual trauma or spiritual attacks, physical trauma. That's the one that seeks where you need medical attention, like immediate medical attention. Typically after someone was spiritually attacked, and they have to heal to grow. Okay, and that's what comes out of the Three of Swords. That's what you learned. That's what you made out of. Both businesses are equally important, and that's what probed you, or they really guided you on birthing new creations, as I like to say. So now when people speak to you, when you sit down at your therapy appointments and they give you those cards with the illustrations on it, and you have to explain, what you've learned, like what do you pull from the illustration. Hold up, that's illumination, that doesn't go there. That actually goes here. And you have the doctor, and she's speaking to you. This is the one from the retreat and the wellness center. And she asks you, how's your classes? How's school? Now you can say, you're doing a project, you're doing a paper on dreaming a new world into being, birthing new creations. That's been the theme for you as you're healing and growing. And you cross-reference Mother Teresa, because she had this, remember that letter where she wrote, people are often self-centered, illogical, and selfish, I think. They're unreasonable, illogical, and self-centered. Build anyway. Like everything that she's saying, every excuse that anybody can make against you, she has encouraged people to do it anyway, propel forward. Often our path is exactly the one that we don't feel prepared for to walk down. Walk at it anyway. Often what is rising feels far bigger than we can possibly hold. Be a container for it anyway. But so this is not Mother Teresa's exact words, but it's referencing a letter that she wrote that is written a lot like this. It's very similar. Often our creations seem to have a wild, uncontrollable consciousness of their own. Birth them anyway. Often, what is ours to do is a very thing that most intimidates us. Be courageous and do it anyway. We are birthing a new age, you know. So, as she's going on and she's talking to the doctor about it, she's cross referencing different people. You know, she's learning her purpose. And she's studied from different books and different people, daughters of Isis, am I saying it right? Magdalene sisters, different witches, mystics, healers, seers, artists, like creative art was a big deal. You know, there's those different art paintings that look like a bunch of gibberish, but you know, people draw different things from it. Visionaries and all these different type of storytellers from the past, they all play a part in laying down that foundation. I hear Chief Keef, PTs. I also hear his song Needed. So it's like, to me, what I'm getting from that is you're basking in your glory. And that's what she's coming to terms with the doctor, as the doctor is working with her. So she goes to the school of health and wellness. Once she discovers her purpose, that's where she's enrolled to. She's telling the doctor this, and that's a great thing. So a lot of you could be enrolling and picking up a new trade. You know, it's the way you're handling any kind of pain, rejection, or attacks against you, anything made against you, because you got 10 wands here, 7 and the 3 of 7 of, I'm sorry, swords, 7 of swords and 3 of swords. But in between that, that's you working on yourself. Like, you didn't let it put you down. Like, you took accountability for your actions with the King of Cups there. And it's gonna put you on your higher purpose now. There's no two ways about it. With the helping hand of God. This is God's helping hand. It's like people are going to accuse you of being a witch, of being something dark, but you're going to keep going anyway. You're being advised to propel anyway. It's the Ace of Wands. That's good in business. That's sacral chakra. That's put yourself first. That's creative. Put God first, but then put yourself first. You know, in your own creative endeavors. That's being strategic, you know, and don't let the left hand know what the right hand's doing. And build it anyway, regardless of what people think it is. And they're going to be the ones butthurt by the time you're said and done. Because now you can say, at this point, you're telling your doctor now I can say, I now create a wonderful new job. Like, I'm totally open and receptive to a wonderful new position. That's a CEO position, by the way. Using my creative talents and abilities, working for and with people I love in a wonderful location, and earning good money. So you're not coming out of this short of a millionaire. Okay, selling different products that caters to your supernatural abilities. And then some of you, I hear that you were kind of worried that you might have missed a window, like you're too mature in age. It's not true. I'm here to tell you that's not true. Each age has its own special joys and experiences. So you're always at the perfect age for where you're at in life. I'm called to tell you that. And you further amplifying on this new job you got with this 8 of Pentacles here. My work is deeply fulfilling. It's like, and then you got the 9 of Pentacles here too, is on the board. And the 8 of Wands. That's fast. You're healed. Beyond the spiritual realm, emotional traumas, check. Mental traumas, check. Physical traumas, check. This is a good retreat. This is a very good retreat. Okay? It's recommended. It's the best in the world. And I feel like this retreat was built from somebody who was attacked the same way. And they took their pain and turned it into triumph. It's another spiritual person, a guru or a teacher. Okay? So now you see opportunities for abundance everywhere. Because you feel blessed and prospered. Because you are, with the helping hand of God there. It's like when people go down the wrong path, you really see this a lot in recovering addicts to be respectful. Like, respectfully speaking, you see them go at a speed that is unmatched. Like, they tap into they have this untapped potential because they were suppressed for so long due to some kind of trauma that may have happened all the way back in their childhood. And when they hit that rock bottom and they start to surrender and they get themselves together, they go on that higher purpose, you see them move at the speed of lightning. Like, they take off. Like, people should look up to them more instead of trying to turn their nose down at them or look down at them, like, because they were recovering addicts, because that was their spiritual journey. But they have to get to that point and realizing that was part of the process. You were on the path to your higher purpose. And it seems crazy to say that in a setting like that, but it's true if you really think about it. A lot of us have many recovering addicts in our family. A lot of our parents are recovering addicts, especially if you were born somewhere in the 70s and the 80s. You got a lot of your parents or later. Your parents was drug or recovering addicts, most of them. So to be chosen is to be blessed and highly favored by the Most High, is what the moral of all this is. And everybody plays a significant role. Don't be too proud. You have to surrender, though. You can't be too arrogant and thinking like, oh, I can handle this on my own. Which is how a lot of people do get into substance abuse of any kind, person, place, or thing. You get in those codependent situations because you're not in the energy of receiving. But with the King of Cups here, that is masculine energy. That is being accountable for how you feel. And what are you doing to make life better for yourself? So this person I'm talking to, Mr. and Mrs. Third Eye Chakra. Mr. and Mrs. Third Eye Chakra, congratulations. You stay on your higher purpose. Look what's after that. And look what's after that. King of Wands. These man or woman, don't matter. Empress, man or woman, don't matter. Magician, man or woman, don't matter. Keep going. Shall I keep going? Look, the guy, he's right here. He's turning your spiritual practice into a tangible thing. That's why I said nothing short of the millions. Pre-Empress energy. And look what came out. Okay? Okay, that's it. That's it. What's understood don't have to be explained further. Keep going. Until next time.